Ciao everyone, Davide here, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how to make crostata. So what's crostata? Crostata is an Italian tart filled with jam normally, but you also fill it with ricotta, Nutella, up to you. And I'm going to talk you through the ingredients first. So to make the base, we're going to have eggs, icing sugar, butter and flour. And for the filling, I choose a cherry jam. But you can choose any type of jam, or as I said, you can pick Nutella, ricotta with the chocolate through it. It's really up to you. Ready to go? Andiamo. Allora, to start our base, we're gonna start mixing flour. Don't worry, quantities they are all below or on my website. So flour and cold butter that I diced up in smaller pieces. So pop it in, and we're gonna start combine the two. So with your fingertips, you're gonna pretty much pinch the butter and dissolve it throughout the flour. So this term is French, is called savion. Alright? French, fancy terminology. Or in Italian, savione, okay? So you want the butter to be melt throughout the flour. It will take you a few minutes. And slowly, you can see that the flour and the butter are becoming one. Okay, so this one here is what we want. Almost like a sand texture, okay? And we're gonna go in with the icing sugar. So I choose to put icing sugar instead of normal sugar simply because it dissolves easier through the mixture. If you don't have icing sugar, that's absolutely fine. You can use normal caster sugar. So the sugar goes in, and again combine it through until it's kind of uniform. It's really a satisfying process doing it by hand. You can do it with the machine, but I think it takes out a little bit of the fun. Okay, so this is what we have at the moment. Okay, awesome. And we're gonna go in with our egg yolks. Okay, so we want just the yolks for this base. So separate them. If you want to keep the egg whites for other recipe, that's absolutely perfect. The last few days in the fridge, you can use them for macarons if they are properly separated, or other kind of cakes. Okay, our yolks are in. Just gonna pierce it with a fork, and then start mixing it in. At this stage, it might seem a little dry, the mixture, but trust me, it will come together, okay? There's a lot of butter, egg yolk will have to combine, so trust me in this one. And in many other recipes, of course. So once the yolks are kind of mixed in, I would say we can go in with our hands and try to form a dough. Okay, so give your fork to the plane, and with your fingertips, you're gonna start pushing down the flour and the butter, and you wanna create a dough. See how slowly it's starting to combine. And slowly becoming a dough. Okay, after a few moments, you will have something looking like this, okay? So there is no much, working out kind of thing. So you have this nice and smooth dough. It's really soft, so if you're gonna try to roll it out right away, you're gonna have some difficulty. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cover it up, put it in the fridge for 30 minutes, 45 minutes to let it harden up a little bit, and then it will be easier to roll out. Pop it in the fridge and I'll see you in 30-45 minutes. Okay, our dough is nicely rested, so in the fridge 30-45 minutes, and is hardened up. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna roll it out between two baking sheets pieces. So up in the middle, the other one on top, and then with a rolling pin, or in Italian what we call it mattarello, let's roll it out thinly. So slowly it's getting thinner, and obviously you want the sheet to be about half centimeter thick, and obviously wide enough to fit in our baking dish. I have a ceramic baking dish, but if you have got aluminium or any kind of things, that will work as well. Okay, our dough I think is thin enough now, so let's have a look. Awesome. So don't throw away your baking paper, you can reuse it for next time for other recipes. So as you can see, I went a little thinner, but that's right, so it's about, instead of half centimeter, I would say a couple of centimeters thick, millimeter thick, not centimeters. And now is the tricky part. We're gonna pop this one on our baking dish. So pop your hand underneath and slowly you're gonna slide the sheet on top of your baking dish, making sure that you are very gentle, and then remove the paper from the top. Slowly. Again, keep this one as well. And gently, you want to fold it in. So for example here, in this corner, it's a little short, right? But don't worry, you can use the extra pieces that you have to touch it up. Okay, so don't worry if it's not perfect. Fold it in, pop the bigger pieces aside. Awesome. Okay, here as well, it's missing a little piece, so make sure you touch it up. Over here. Fantastic. Now we're going to get rid of the extra bits in the corners. Okay, you can use a knife, or as you can see, they come off quite easily with your hands. Put over here. And put a little extra piece in here, just to have an extra pitch. Awesome. So this is our tart done. Now with this one here, you can, so let's go back one step. Traditionally crostata is called crostata because it has the classic criss-cross line on top. With this, which you will usually re-roll the extra dough and make the lines. This one here, I don't think will be enough to do the lines, so you can reuse it to make biscuits, but it will work as well without the cross on top. So now we're gonna grab a fork and puncture the base of your crostata. So what this one does, will prevent the dough from rising, okay? All over the surface. And now we're gonna fill it with our filling. As I said, I chose cherry jam, but you can choose any kind of jam, okay? So a nice layer on top. So you want your jam to be spread evenly throughout the base of your tart. And this one here is pretty much almost a jar of jam, okay? So, but I'm gonna put the exact quantity in the recipe, in the ingredients below. Spoonful, okay? All around the edges. Fantastic. Okay. So now at this stage, again, if we have enough extra dough to do the lines, they're gonna go on top crisscross. Otherwise, you can just fold in the edges to make it look a little prettier. Okay. Our crostata is ready in an oven, 160 degrees, 40 minutes. I'll see you in a minute. Okay, our crostata is out of the oven. As you can see, our pastry is nice and golden. I'm not gonna cut it right away because it's still quite hot. So you want it to cool off completely and then you can easily cut it. Perfect with your coffee, for breakfast, after dinner, you name it. Let me know what you think. Have a try. If you got any questions, feel free to contact me and see you next time.